ഗ്രൂപ്പിൽ ലിങ്ക് ഇട്ടോളൂ, അപ്പം എല്ലാവരും ഇപ്പോൾ വരും മുകളിൽ. സൗണ്ട് എല്ലാം കുറയ്ക്കണം, ഗെയിം സൗണ്ട് ഇതിൽ. ഐക്കോണ അല്ലേ. ഇടയ്ക്കെല്ലാം സ്ക്രീൻ പോയാൽ എന്താണ്? സ്ക്രീൻ പോയാലേ അച്ഛാ.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more clean sheets now that he's in the team.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Nicely aimed pass. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts.
Mateus.
Rijkaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Rijkaard.
Xavi Alonso.
Now it's Romario. Good running, strong and purposeful. Romario! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Inter Milan with their first goal. The first in the game for either side, actually. And it's hoisted clear. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Bayer Leverkusen are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
Ronaldinho.
Shot and he shoots! Goal! Inter! And
hello guys.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Mateus! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Forward it goes. Oh, that's a key interception. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. Xavi Alonso. Ambitious ball here. That's been cut out, well played. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Mateus. Platini. So, what can they make of this? Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rummenigge.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Decent chance!
നന്നായി.
He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
There's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
That's a sharp pass. Cruyff. Now who's going to be first to this? Messi. Oh, well played. And now they can clear their lines.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And the through ball. Well timed, excellent interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Shot at goal!
ഇർഫാൻ ബ്രോ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഞാൻ വരട്ടെ 1/7. ഓക്കെ ബ്രോ, ഓക്കെ. റസാഖ് ബ്രോ, ഹായ് ഹായ്,
Technical control.
വെൽക്കം ടു ദ സ്ട്രീം.
Exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Costa Curta. That has been cut short. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
He's had a shot! They've scored!
ചമ്മു ബ്രോ, നമ്മ കളിക്കുക.
Calm, composed, confident.
ചമ്മു ഡിവിഷൻ കളിക്കുന്നു ഇപ്പോ.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Rummenigge under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the
Chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. Bayer Leverkusen back on level terms. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defenses apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution. sides, in fact. We have ourselves a real game here. Well, it's been an absolute... He's having a shot!
Yeah.
Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
Del Piero!
It's a goal!
And the lead lost no time at all. Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things. And
There's the shot!
Good offside.
The referee has his
Nice
reasons
goal.
for offside.
they're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
5 minutes to add. Messi. O'Shea. Could move up a gear here. And that is as far as it goes.
Brydito.
What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. How would you sum up what we've witnessed?
Also. റിഫാൻ ബ്രോ പോയായിരുന്നു. റസാഖ് ബ്രോ അടുത്ത കളി കളിക്കാം. ഇപ്പോൾ ഓൾറെഡി ഒരാൾ വെയിറ്റിംഗ് ആണ്. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ, ഞാൻ ഇപ്പോൾ ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം. റിഫാൻ ബ്രോ കയറിക്കോ. റസാഖ് ബ്രോ ഒന്ന് വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്യണേ. ഞാൻ കാണാത്തോണ്ട് ഞാൻ ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ ബ്രോ. എല്ലാവരും സ്ട്രീം ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തോ.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Mateus, and it's made its way to him. Mateus, he has found the way through. He's free, he has chance! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other.
Nice
And it's
block.
all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Tottenham are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. It's a mighty off the post. And he's there to get it away. Out towards the flank. Oh, it's a promising build-up. Mackay! He scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done. And a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tottenham have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He's picked his way through. It's a loose ball. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's on it. Can he get away? Takes a shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And they've got their lead back.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Bayer Leverkusen take the lead. Mateus, he's got away. Oh, he's been... And Messi!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Costa Curta. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can.
There will be 3 minutes
Mateus.
added time.
This looks promising. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Mackay. Mackay! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Bayer Leverkusen are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
And we are already promptly back underway.
That's gone for a throw-in. Mackay. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah,
Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so...
Messi! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal?
ഐ സൗണ്ട് ഇല്ല, ഗെയിം സൗണ്ട് ഇല്ല നസുല്. ഗെയിം സൗണ്ടാ അതോ
Number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Bellingham can get it clear. Tottenham are looking to go forward now. Great vision. Nicely worked.
ഗെയിം സൗണ്ട് ഇല്ല പറ.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, I'm not quite
ഫോണില്
sure
കൂട്ടി
who
വെച്ചിരിക്കും.
wanted to hold up play.
Oh no, what has happened here? Shot a goal! He scores!
ഫോണില് കൂട്ടി തന്നെ വെച്ചിരിക്കുന്നു.
Absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So is this the start of a comeback? Now it's Mackay. No, it's come to nothing. Aims beyond the defence. Shot, surely!
ഇപ്പൊ കേക്കാവോ? ഗെയിം സെറ്റിംഗ്സ് സൗണ്ട് നോക്ക്.
Just one goal in it now.
ഗെയിം സെറ്റിംഗ്സില്ല.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Messi really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Tottenham get themselves back into contention.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, what has happened here? Pullet plays it in. Van der Sar claims it safe hands.
There will be 5
Well, it's
minutes
probably
of
safe to
added
say
time.
now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Tries to pass it through. Well read, nice interception. Xavi Alonso. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And the referee brings it to a close.
ഇപ്പൊ കേക്കാവോ ലിസുവില്?
Proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know.
കേൾക്കാം. ഓക്കെ. ഞാനെങ്ങനെയുണ്ടോ ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി കളിക്കാൻ? കുറവാണ്. നോക്കട്ടെ, ഗെയിം സെറ്റിംഗ്സ് നോക്കട്ടെ. കൂടെ കൂട്ടി വയ്ക്കുക. ആരെയും ഫ്രണ്ട് കളിക്കാനുണ്ടോ? റസാഖ് ബ്രോ പോയാ? റസാഖ് ബ്രോ ഗെയിമിംഗ് കേരള ബ്രോ, ഹായ് ഹായ്, വെൽക്കം വെൽക്കം. ഞാൻ വരാം, എന്നെ ഊക്കരുത്. കേറിയോ ബ്രോ? ബ്രോ നമ്മളെ ഊക്കാതിരുന്നാൽ മതി. നമ്മളിതുവരെ കളിച്ചിട്ടില്ല, കളിച്ചു നോക്കാം. കേറിയോ? ഗെയിമിംഗ് കേരള. നീ കളിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടോ? ബ്രോ ഹായ്. കളിക്കണ്ടേ? വേറെ ഇപ്പം ബ്രോനെ കാണാത്തോണ്ട് ഗെയിമിംഗ് കേരള ബ്രോ കയറി. വെച്ച് നോക്കാമോ? ഒന്ന് പുറത്തു പോയേ. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. ഞാൻ പാക്ക് കറക്കണില്ല. ഇല്ല ഇല്ല, ഇനി ഒരു പാക്ക് ഓപ്പണിങ്ങും ഇല്ല. കുറെ പൊട്ടിച്ചു പോകും ഇന്നത്തോടെ. ഇനി പാക്ക് ഓപ്പണിംഗ് ഒന്നുമില്ല ബ്രോ, നിർത്തി. യാസ്റ്റിൻ ഹൈക്ക, ഹായ് അളിയ, എവിടാ ഹൈക്ക? എല്ലാരും സ്ട്രീം ഒന്ന് ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തോ. ചാനൽ സബ് ചെയ്യാത്തവരുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചാനൽ കൂടെ ഒന്ന് സബ് ചെയ്തോ.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Out towards the flank. India looking to pass their way through. It's a good spell of possession. Cruyff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Looking for options for movement. Zanetti.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, a oozler of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
Could move up a gear here. Zanetti.
Bayer Leverkusen are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Mateus.
So what can they make of this? Knocks it into space.
And he welcomes it in. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal. They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's, can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
Massaro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pro കറക്കിയായിരുന്ന
India
റസാഖിന്
with their
കിട്ടിയ
first
റസാഖ്
corner.
പോയി.
The first in the game for either side, actually. Can he get on the end of this? Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Nice sequence of passes.
And a chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. He's had a shot! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Tries from distance. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far.
Cruyff.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Another chance from a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's in a great position here. Great chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball.
And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Bayer Leverkusen having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bayer Leverkusen are still that goal to the good. Mateus. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lofted in. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Bayer Leverkusen have their second corner now. That's really well cleared. India have the chance to go the other way. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Rummenigge. Shapes to shoot! Ruud Gullit! Beyond special! What a player! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking... Oh, shooting!
Oh, nice goal, nice goal.
No mistake!
Pass
And that will
പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ചില്ല.
surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And Cruyff!
Oh,
It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And that really is so impressive. We have ourselves a real game here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Roberto Carlos.
India really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means.
Massaro! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Substitutions taking place.
So here comes a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very leggy.
Roberto Carlos. That pass has been well intercepted.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And again! Mateus. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there's the clearance.
Substitution.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And time
well play, bro, well play, well play.
So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties
It's
having
okay.
to settle for what they get and hope.
10 ഷോട്ട്. Good game, bro, good game. Tak bro, ID ഇട്ടോ. ഒന്നുകൂടെ ഇടോ, ഇത് 5 നമ്പറല്ലേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഒന്നുകൂടെ ഇടോ? ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. റുമ്മി എടുത്താ? എല്ലാരും ഒന്ന് സ്ട്രീം ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തേ. അതിന് സബ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചാനൽ കൂടെ ഒന്ന് സബ് ചെയ്തു. ഡെയിലി ലൈവ് ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും എന്തായാലും.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin. Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And already we're underway here.
According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside.
And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Punched away. Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi. And the through ball. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Gullit. And here's Del Piero. Pirlo. Chance!
Oof.
Goal!
Let's goal.
Arsenal take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. That's headed upfield. He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there.
Shapes the chance.
അയ്യേ പോസ്റ്റ് അടിച്ചാൽ മതി.
Split-second reaction.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Maldini with the clearance. And here's Messi. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Messi. Just about within shooting range.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Cruyff. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Cruyff. Knocks it into space. There's the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. That's gone for a throw-in. Edmilson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Cruyff. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Varane deals with that comfortably.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Bayer Leverkusen are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Gattuso. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard. Del Piero. Turns back here, probably the best option. Thuram. So we've reached the hour mark. Nicely aimed pass. Bayer Leverkusen have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And Hullet! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? He's on it. Can he get away?
Yeah.
Rafael Varane.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well timed, excellent interception. That's an imaginative pass. That is a great pick out. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Defending of the desperate variety.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And it's Messi.
Leverkusen really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. Pirlo!
Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Pirlo fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Del Piero back and defending. Del Piero powering forward here. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Bisa. Otra juga.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 7.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and
Number
maybe even the
22,
keeper.
Pullet. Number 15. Number 26. Davids. Number 5. Pirlo. Coming on the field. Number 18.
And now they can clear their lines.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Well,
Number
that might
11,
be that, Peter. Maybe both
Shevchenko.
sides just going to have to
Number
settle for
8,
the draw now.
Johan Cruyff. Number 19, Gattuso. Number 17.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he
Substitution.
made.
There
Well, I
will be
think the
1 minute
opposition
added
saw that
time.
pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well play, bro. Well play. Random draw.
To come.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Ada yang mana?
Reminder today, please
So
refrain
90
from
minutes couldn't
parking
produce a
outside
winner,
the stadium.
and we
Ada
have
yang tahu
extra
sih.
time.
Cooperation.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Rummenigge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
The less said about that pass, the better. And the pass is intercepted. Maldini is fouled. He has a look up and a chance! It's hit the upright. Oh, should have put that away. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Costa Curta. And it's Fernandez. And here's Alvarez. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots. No way through. And that's it for the first half of extra
And now,
time.
to all members of the crowd,
Well,
I'd
both
like to
teams have
ask you
run
to
themselves
join me
into
in
the ground
wishing
out there.
our
Does
birthday boy
anyone
a very
have one
special
last moment
birthday.
of magic in them? And we're off for the final time. This really has been... It's Pato! And that's a real chance missed. So their fourth corner of the game. And now they they can spring out of defence. All the way back. Del Piero was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now who's going to be first to this? Played out to the right. Well read, and the danger is averted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Pato!
ഓ ചെക്ക് ഒരു രക്ഷയില്ല.
I think we might be done
ഇതിന്റെ
here,
എല്ലാ
Peter. I
കാരണവും
don't see there
സീനാണ്.
being enough time for them to try again.
Terrific header.
അയ്യേ
The last
ഷമ്മു
effort
ഇവിടെ
of
ഷമ്മു
the game
ഇവിടെ
was
ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു ബ്രോ,
just
ഇപ്പൊ
to
ഒന്ന്
the
പുറത്തുപോയി.
very end. It finishes all square, but boy,
7
they
സേവ്
were
ആണ്
close
ചെക്ക്.
to snatching it.
7 സേവ് രക്ഷയില്ല. സ്റ്റാമിന കണ്ടില്ലല്ലോ ബ്രോ. റസാഖ് ബ്രോ സ്റ്റാമിന ഇട്ടില്ലേ? സ്റ്റാമിന കിട്ടിയെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു. ഷമ്മു കുറച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞ് വരും. സൗണ്ട് കുറവായിരുന്ന? ഇപ്പൊ പുറത്ത്. നീ എവിടെ നിന്നാണ്? ഷാജാൻ ബേക്കറിന്ന്? ഓ ഇന്നിപ്പോ 4 മണിയായപ്പം കേറി. ലാസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് മറ്റേ അതിനാ ഇത് യൂട്യൂബിൽ കയറി ഇട്ടാണല്ലേ? ജസ്റ്റ് ഒന്ന് ടെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കിയത്. ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ ഫ്രണ്ട്ലികളിൽ? ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ കയറിക്കോ. അത് നീ കണ്ട അത് ഷോർട്സ്? അത് പക്ഷെ ചെറിയ സ്കിനായിട്ടല്ലേ കാണിക്കുള്ളൂ. അതാരാ? അത് സുഹേലാണോ? സുഹേൽ ബ്രോനെ അറിഞ്ഞൂടെ? സുഹേൽ സാക്കിർ. അങ്ങനെ ഇടുമ്പോ വല്ല ഇത് വ്യത്യാസമുണ്ടോ? ഇതും നമ്മളെ ഫ്രണ്ട് തന്നെ അതിന്. എങ്ങനെ ഇത് ഇൻവൈറ്റ് അയക്കണം എങ്ങനെയല്ല? എനിക്ക് അറിഞ്ഞൂടോ അത് ഇതായിരിക്കും. ഓ ഇത് റൂം ഇടാം. ഡിവിഷൻ എത്ര ആയി അറിയില്ല. ഡിവിഷൻ എത്ര? ഡിവിഷൻ ഒരു 60 പോയിന്റും കൂടെ ആയിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ 1 ആവും. പ്രാവശ്യം ഭയങ്കര ടഫാണ് ബ്രോ ഡിവിഷൻ. എനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര ടഫാണ് പ്രാവശ്യം ഡിവിഷൻ 2. ഇപ്പൊ തന്നെ എത്രയോ കുറെ ലോസായി. വീട്ടിലെ വൈഫൈ ഭയങ്കര ഷോകാണ്. ഇവിടെ വരുമ്പോഴാണ് പിന്നെയും കുഴപ്പമില്ലാത്തത്. വീട്ടില് കേരള വിഷന്റെ വൈഫൈ ആണ് ഭയങ്കര അലമ്പ്. 5G ആക്കണം. ഇല്ല, ലാപ്പില് സെറ്റ് ആവണില്ല. ഇന്നലെ ലാപ്പിലാണ് ഇട്ടത്. എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മറ്റേ സ്ക്രീൻ ഷെയർ ചെയ്തിട്ട്. പക്ഷെ അതിന്റെ ക്വാളിറ്റി കുറയാണ്. മറ്റേത് കുറെ നോക്കിയടാ, ആ ആപ്പ് വരണില്ല. അത് ഫോണെല്ലാം ഇത് റീസ്റ്റാർട്ടാ. റീസെറ്റ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എല്ലാം പോകൂലേ ഫോണില്? നീ ചെയ്ത് നോക്ക്. നീ എങ്ങനെയാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ നെറ്റ് ശരിയല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡിവിഷൻ കളിക്കരുത്. അത് തന്നെ ബ്രോ, ഡിവിഷൻ കളിച്ചാൽ പണി കിട്ടും. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ രാത്രി 1 മണി ശേഷം കളിക്കാം. ഗെയിമിംഗ് കേരള വേറെ അല്ല അതല്ല, അത് വേറെ. അതിൽ മറ്റേ നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ അതായത് USB കുത്തുമ്പോൾ അലോ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ പറഞ്ഞാൽ വരുമല്ലോ, ആ ഒരു ഓപ്ഷൻ വരല്ല, ബാക്കിയെല്ലാം വരുന്നു. ഷംനാന്റെ ഫോൺ കണക്ട് ആയി.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
നോക്കി മൊത്തം നോക്കി. അവര് പറയണ തന്നെ വീണ്ടും പറഞ്ഞോണ്ടിരിക്കണം. ഇത് അത് നോക്കിയിട്ട് നടക്കണ്ടേ.
The action has already started. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that is out of play.
എന്താ അവിടെ പോയി നിറയുന്നു? കോർണറിന്റെ അവിടെ പോയി നിറയുന്നു.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And Hullet! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Bayer Leverkusen have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Has a look and plays it forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No way through, so back it comes. Cruyff! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has been cleared. He's gone for goal!
Oh,
It's come off the upright. Backward it goes. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Hullet. No way through.
Bayer Leverkusen can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Kukçu. And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Messi. And Messi!
penalty ആണോ?
Horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty.
ഞാൻ 14 ജയം,
Bayer
11
Leverkusen
തോൽവി, 5
presented
സമനില,
with a
1567
golden opportunity here
ഇപ്പൊ ഡിവിഷൻ
to increase
2-ലാണ്.
the lead.
ഇപ്പൊ അടിച്ചാ നീ കാണുമല്ലോ. അങ്ങോട്ട് തിരിഞ്ഞിരിയണം അങ്ങോട്ട്. വെച്ചാ ഓക്കെ. ഇപ്പൊ ഡിവിഷൻ 2 ആണോ ബ്രോ? 1567 എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഡിവിഷൻ 2 ആ.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
ഈ ഡാഷ് നോക്കിയാണ് കളിക്കണെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു കളിയാ. അതാണ് ബോൾ കാലിൽ നിൽക്കാത്തത്.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He's tried one.
ഡിവിഷൻ 2 അല്ലേ?
That wasn't far away.
എന്നൊരു 50-60 പോയിന്റുകൾ ഉണ്ടെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു.
Bayer Leverkusen
ഡിവിഷൻ 1
are
കയറാൻ
2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say
ഒരു 4 കളി ജയിക്കും, 4 കളി തോക്കും.
a very coherent
അതാണ്
game
ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ
plan,
അവസ്ഥ.
and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Bayer Leverkusen are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Costa Curta attempts a clearance. Looking to go deep. Up he goes! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And the pass is intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
ഓഫ്സൈഡാ?
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
ചില കളി നമ്മൾ എത്ര നന്നായി കളിച്ചാലും തോന്നും. അതിനെ ബ്രോ.
Baresi, always a very imposing presence at the back. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rooney. Knocks it out wide. Rooney. Cross deflected over the goal line.
ചില കളി നമ്മൾ ഉഴപ്പിയാലും ജയിക്കും.
It's their second corner of the game. Rooney with the
എന്താ?
shot. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's shifting through. Rooney! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rooney really must be thinking what he has to
ബ്രോ
do
ഇപ്പൊ
to score there.
പുറത്താണോ? ദുബൈയിലാണോ?
So third
Oh,
corner of
നാട്ടിലുണ്ടോ?
the game. And Dijk can get it clear. Messi. Bayer Leverkusen. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there.
വിചാരിച്ചു.
Howson has been given a red card for the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Oh, what a
അയ്യേ,
try!
തിരിച്ചിങ്ങോട്ട് തന്നെ ഇട്ടത്.
Harmlessly
89-ാം
denied.
റാങ്കുകാരനോട് ഞാൻ ഉഴപ്പി കളിച്ചിട്ടും ജയിച്ചിട്ടും. ഓക്കെ. കുവൈറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ. കുവൈറ്റിൽ ഇപ്പൊ എങ്ങനെയാണ് ബ്രോ? എന്തെങ്കിലും സീനുണ്ടോ? ഓ, നടയടാ കളിയാ.
And it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
നല്ല ടൈം എടുക്കണം അല്ലേ പാസ് ചെയ്യാൻ?
Great vision. Gullit showed plenty of
Oh,
zest in getting to the
oh.
ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Can he get it through? Thinks, and the shot! Well, in he goes again. Just cruising.
ഭയങ്കര ഡിലേ.
They are cruising.
വലിയ കുഴപ്പമില്ല. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ.
Up
ബ്രോ നാട്ടിലെവിടെയാണ് ബ്രോ?
three. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Some heroic goalkeeping, but he goes for the shot.
For an
added minute has been
Messi.
indicated.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. He's got away. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. That's that, the end.
മലപ്പുറം വണ്ടൂർ. ഓക്കെ
They
ഓക്കെ, അറിയാം
must
അറിയാം,
really have hit the
കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്.
heights. A tour de force
ഓ.
that has left their opponents.
അതിനെ ആ ലൈവ് ഇട്ടതിന് ശേഷം ഇതുവരെയും കണ്ടില്ല. അത് കാണണം. ഇപ്പൊ ഏതിൻ്റെ അകത്തൊന്നും നടക്കും അത്? ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ? ഫ്രണ്ട് കളിക്കാനുണ്ടോ ആരെങ്കിലും? എനിവൺ കളിക്കാൻ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ കയറിക്കോ. എനിക്ക് നൈറ്റ് ഡിവിഷൻ കളിക്കുന്ന ഡിവിഷൻ രാത്രി 1 മണിക്ക് ശേഷം കളിക്കുന്നതായിരിക്കും ബെറ്റർ. എല്ലാവരും അങ്ങനെയാണ് പറയണത്. ഓക്കെ ബ്രോ, ഉറങ്ങുന്ന സമയം. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. ആരുമില്ലേ? ഫ്രണ്ട് കളിക്കാൻ ആരുമില്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡിവിഷൻ കളിക്കാം നമ്മൾ. എൺപത്തിയാറ് പോയിന്റ് ആണ്. 50 അല്ല, 86. ഇനി എന്താ ഡിവിഷൻ? ആ രണ്ടിൽ തന്നെ കിടക്കണം. ഒന്ന് കയറില്ല, ഭയങ്കര പാട്. ടൈം 5:21.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail.
Shot, surely! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with a
Chance! And the keeper has
ഞാൻ
reacted
പോകുവാണെ ബൈ
superbly
നൈറ്റ് കാണാം.
there.
ഓക്കെ ബ്രോ,
really
നൈറ്റ്
looked
കാണാം.
sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
India with the corner. They're first. India have their second corner now.
What a
Oof.
drive! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
There's the shot!
Eh,
He's got a goal!
ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്
And
വന്നതാ.
the comeback is complete. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
India take the lead. Rummenigge! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Hullet. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Park Ji-sung is always looking to break lines. And it's Cruyff. Rodri was in no mood for any of that.
Bayer Leverkusen are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Great chance! They've scored! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Bayer Leverkusen are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Tries to play it through. Rummenigge. He's found the way through.
ഫുട്ബോളില്
Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Pinches it off him. And he passes it long. Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. Messi. Good ball, good take. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And now the breakaway. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Bayer Leverkusen are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And he's been shifted off it. Rijkaard. Cruyff. And the pass is intercepted. Messi has created 1 goal already.
Yes.
What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
India go into the lead. Looking to play him in. That looks a good ball through. Xavi Simons received terrific header. And he hits the net. And this is getting better and better.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Chance for a
ഉഫ്,
shot!
ചേത്രിയൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ കളിക്കും.
Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Clinical, just clinical.
ഇത്രയും പോയാ അല്ലേ? ഓ, ഇതെന്തേ? ഇതാ ചെറുതാണെന്നില്ല. ഇത് നീക്കണ്ടേ ഇങ്ങോട്ട്? ഓക്കെ അല്ലേ?
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Fernando Torres.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Xavi Simons.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Number 20,
That has been
Donadoni.
cut short.
Number
That's an
14,
imaginative pass.
Rashitsky.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Del Piero. Nicely shaped ball. And he was quick to react.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they...
Oh, smashing header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking...
ഇടക്കിടെ ഫോണളിയായത്.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Del Piero. And here's Pato. Quality ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, not quite on the same wavelength. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. It's a pretty loose pass.
അയ്യേ.
Rodri.
Added minute has been indicated.
And Donadoni tries to pass it through. Lofted it. He gets big. Sticks it away. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from...
That's that, the end. Bayer Leverkusen illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with.
Not today, child. Ready എടുക്ക് ബ്രോ.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring
ഞാൻ
to
ഇപ്പൊ
go.
ഇന്നലെ
It's
പിന്നെ
nearly a
നിർത്തി.
minute now.
കുഴപ്പമില്ല. ഡിഫൻസ് ചില
Well,
ടൈം
they
എത്തി
quite like match play,
സ്ലോവാണ്.
especially here. This
തന്നെ അത്
crowd
പറഞ്ഞിട്ടിട്ട്
doesn't do ordinary,
തന്നെ ഏതാണ്
and we should be
ബെറ്റിരിക്കുന്നത്.
in for something very special.
എന്ത് കുറെ നേരം പോസ് ചെയ്യും. ലോങ് ബോൾ കൗണ്ടർ. പുതിയ കോച്ചിനെ എടുത്തിന്. ബ്ലാക്ക് മാമ്പ് ഒരു വീഡിയോ ഇട്ടല്ലോ ഇതിനെ കുറിച്ച്, ഈ ഫോർമേഷന്റെ. അവന്മാര് ഈ ഫോർമേഷൻ എന്താണ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യണത്?
And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And Messi! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Bayer Leverkusen disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Messi! Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. He came in hard, very hard. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
ഇതെന്താ ഇത്
That's gone, presumably for offside.
കുറെ ആയല്ലോ ഒരുപാട്.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bayer Leverkusen are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Gattuso is one of those players who's
ലാഗ് ഉണ്ടല്ലേ
reading the game better than anyone.
കളി ലാഗ് ഉണ്ടോ നെറ്റ്?
Intercepts the throw.
അത് തന്നെ
Challenge just a bit on
നെറ്റിൻ്റെ
the
കൊണ്ട്
far
തന്നെ.
side. Mateus, and he's away. Shapes to shoot. Goal! Bayer Leverkusen. And that really is so impressive.
That's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
ഞാൻ സേലം കളിച്ചറാ
So we have the first goal.
ജയിച്ച്.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
കുത്തുബിനെ ഇപ്പൊ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് കാണാനില്ല.
Pretty much the end of that. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Fernandes. Nice interception, well timed. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Clipped into space.
അതെന്തൊരു വാസറാ അത്.
And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be
എവിടാ
in
പ്ലാൻ?
the
എവിടാ
end, they were
പ്ലാൻ?
shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful
എവിടെ പ്ലാൻ
counter-attacking.
ആണ്?
They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word.
He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. And the counter is on. Oh, easy pickings there. And there's the end of the first half.
ഡിവിഷൻ
Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it
ഡിവിഷൻ
a really
ജയിക്കും
good
തോക്കും,
go,
ജയിക്കും
and they
തോക്കും.
head into the break.
അതാണ്
all
അവസ്ഥ
square.
ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So once again, we're underway. Picked out brilliantly. He's dealt with that really well. And Messi!
Let's go.
Goal! Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent.
He's tried one!
Oof.
Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now there's... And he shoots! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And they get themselves in front! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So we have a breakthrough. Messi! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front. Bale with a definite foul there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Messi. And there's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Del Piero. Del Piero going full tilt down the left. Closing in on goal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rummenigge tries looking up for options on the left. He's shifting through the gears here.
Bayer Leverkusen.
Finished it off.
ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് പോണളിയാ കൈ തട്ടി. എന്തിങ്ങനാണെന്നാണ് ആലോചിക്കുന്നത്. കുത്തിച്ചടിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാലും
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Fernandez plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that is as
ഒരവസ്ഥയാടാ ഇത്.
magic. What a magical football match and
100
genuine
point
respect
വേണം
all
മതി.
round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw.
76 130 പോയിന്റ് ആണ്. നിങ്ങളാ കളിക്കണേ? ഇതിൽ എത്ര കളിയായി മുത്തു? ഞാൻ 100 കളിയാന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like
നമ്മൾ അങ്ങനെ ലൈവ് ഇടുമ്പോൾ അതിൽ ഓവർലേ ഒക്കെ സെറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും.
everyone involved is absolutely up.
നമ്മൾ യൂട്യൂബിൽ നിന്ന് ഡയറക്റ്റ് ഇടുമ്പോൾ
So we're up and running.
ഞാൻ എന്നിട്ട്
With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but
Decent chance!
they want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Puskas. Nicely shaped ball. Brilliantly cut out.
In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely important.
Talking of which, Claude Makelele, the battery in the watch.
Yeah, and fittingly, a lot of pundits refer to it as the Makelele role now, such as his influence playing that position.
And it's Pedri. Picked out brilliantly. There's a beautiful simplicity about this.
Running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
ഓവറാണ് കളി ഹാബി.
Goal. A race offered exemplary defending. Jarring tackle. Apparently nothing wrong. And here's Cruyff. Xavi Alonso. Looking.
എനിക്കമ്മോ
Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to
Yua.
control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Takes the shots.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And he's intervened well there. Messi. Messi. Great ball and he's in. Shot a goal!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
100 കളിയാ.
Gattuso. Can he get it through?
And that could set him on his way.
And the shots! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will...
കളി ഇതെന്താ ഇങ്ങനെ? വേറെ ഇതായ
At half time. To look back on the first 45 minutes,
വേറെ പ്രോബ്ലം അല്ലേ?
manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Bayer Leverkusen get the ball rolling for the second period. Xavi Alonso. Puskas. Bellingham. Puskas. And Puskas! And that would have been some goal. Puskas clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here. Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. It's their second corner of the game.
നീ 3 ബാഗാക്കിയ
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. That is a crunching tackle. Chance for a
ഒന്ന്
shot.
പ്ലാറ്റിന് ഇത്
It's in. And they're back in front. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome. Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner. Madrid go into the lead. They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball. Oh, he's one-on-one, surely! And he shoots! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you
എപ്പോഴാ
give the
പറഞ്ഞത്
ball away like that.
അവൻ പുറ കണ്ടായി പോയപ്പോ വെട്ടിയാ എവിടെ വെട്ടി നീ
We have got changes here. Both sides, in fact. Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Rummenigge! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant!
അശുവോ പഴുതായി പറഞ്ഞോളൂ
It is a finish of the highest order. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle. Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter. This is threatening. Oh no, what has happened here? He's beaten the last man. Gerrard. Goulet. Bayer Leverkusen do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
രാത്രി വാളോ
Looking for the run. A super
ഓ
ball. Great chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. No mistake. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. Look, that's one of the first things you learn.
നേരെ പള്ളിയില്
A striker or not, just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and
ആളെയോ
sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way. And with that, the hat-trick is complete. He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
This has become one superb game of football. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for him.
Photo
They're starting to look
എടുത്താല്
unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's a promising
നീ പിന്നെ
position.
ക്യാമറ നോക്കണി
And straight offside.
ഒരു പാവം പിടിച്ച പയൽ ഒന്നും ഇല്ലാത്ത
Both sides just going to have to
ഏതോ
simplify
പാവപ്പെട്ട
things.
പയനെ പോലെ ഇരിക്കുന്നു.
Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Azar.
സിംഗപ്പ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ഉടായ്പ കോച്ചെടുത്ത് വന്നിരിക്കുന്നു.
Deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Always played it in
ലിങ്കപ്പേ
well.
മറ്റേ ബെക്കം പോറ് ഞാൻ
It's been
എടുത്തടാ,
played straight back.
അത് വേറെ ലിങ്കപ്പ്. ഓ
Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
He's got to.
ടൈം നോക്കറാ.
Try that far.
Yeah, it's good
ഇല്ല
movement.
കിട്ടില്ല ചാൻസറാ.
Actually steer it goalwards.
ഞാൻ സേവന്റെ ട്രിക്ക് യൂസ് ചെയ്ത്
And time
നടന്നില്ല.
is up. Magical. What a magical football match.
സമയത്രായി
And genuine respect all round. Rummenigge just could not
Division.
help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name.
We are glad to inform you that
What are
today's
your thoughts?
ആരാ ഇത് ഡിവിഷൻ ട്രാ പോയി. അതെങ്ങനെ എവിടെ കാണും? ഇത് തന്നെ ഡിവിഷന്റെ അവസ്ഥ ഉണ്ടോ? 42 ദിവസം. ഞാൻ അപ്പ ഇരുന്ന് കളിക്കോളാ. ഞാൻ ഫോർമേഷൻ ഇട്ടിരിക്കുന്നു. ഏത് ഇതാ അതല്ലേ ഞാൻ ഇട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. കൊള്ളാം, പക്ഷെ ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് എത്തി ഡിഫൻസ്. നമ്മളൊരു ബ്രോ ഗെയിമിംഗ് കേരള. 6 കഴിഞ്ഞല്ലേ സമയം? അഫാന്റെ അറിഞ്ഞോട്ടെ, ഇന്നിനെ അങ്ങോട്ട് പോകും, അപ്പൊ അറിയാം. അബ്ദുള്ള വന്ന് പെരുന്നാളിന് ലീവ് ഉണ്ടാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പൊ ഗായ്സ് നാളെ കാണാം. ബൈ, ടാറ്റ, സീ യു. ഷംനെ അതാ അത് മറ്റേ തരുമല്ലേ? ട്രാൻസിഷൻ